the first documentary of the series came out today, and that's about the Pacers and the big fight they had with the fans. Next Tuesday night, or next Tuesday, the documentary for my life comes out Tuesday. Tomorrow is like media. Yeah, we're doing media day. Yep.
I got you. Okay. I don't know why I thought they would be playing them. So it makes sense every week. Okay, it's called Untold. It is on Netflix. So you guys make sure you subscribe to Netflix, and everyone has family members too that can help you out with the password and all that good stuff. So you can go ahead and check out the Christy Martin documentary next week. Again, that's the second one, Untold, and they have other ones, so make sure you check that out. Without giving it away, because we want people to watch it. But what did you make of the documentary? Were you satisfied with it? What did you make of it?
I think it was really fair to me, and I think that it took us back to the 90s and that great boxing era, and fighting under the Mike Tyson cards, fighting in the garden, all that really cool stuff. It's also the boxing part of it got me excited, and reliving the positives. Of course, we had the other side as well, and it's a little harder to watch. It's a little harder to listen to. Jim Martin's actually interviewed from prison. It was a little hard to see him and to hear him lie, but everything else was really positive, and I felt like it was really fair.
Okay. Now, do you know why they had to interview him? Is it kind of like they're trying to tell all sides of the story? Is that what that is?
I think they talked to me. They were like, how do you feel about us talking to him? And I thought, well, you know what? Let's give him a chance to tell the truth. I really thought after all this time that maybe he would say, yeah, I did it. But he really doesn't change his story too much. He hasn't changed any at all, really. He's still the same arrogant ass that he was all those years ago. And it's amazing to me. It seems like prison would have changed him a little bit, but I didn't see any change in him. Still very, very arrogant.
Staying arrogant. Wow.
Yeah.
When the idea of this documentary first came about, did you have any reservations about having your personal life put out there? Was it a process that you had to go through in your mind, whether or not you wanted to go through with this or not? Did you have any reservations?
Well, at first, it's Netflix, right? So I was all excited, like, wow, Netflix wants to do a documentary, and you're thinking about all the positives. I got to go and hang out with Deidre Gogarty for a little while in Vegas, hooked up with Jimmy Maloney, who sparred with me for so many years. So I got to spend some time with some people from that era that was so great for me. But then as it got closer to the documentaries, we're getting closer to air date. We're getting closer to the release. I started thinking, oh my God, what was I thinking? But, I think it was fair. I think it's a good story. I think that hopefully it will make a difference in some people's lives, that they won't keep going down that rabbit hole as far as I did, and taking the abuse and the control, the whole game that these narcissists play. And they'll be able to recognize it and stand up for themselves and know that people are out there to help. That's probably the main thing about it. They will see Christy's Champs is just one of the many, many organizations that try to help women or men that are in these domestic violence situations.
Was it surreal to you watching your life being played right in front of your very eyes? Did it obviously brought back memories, but how did you feel about that? What type of effect did it have on you watching that?
It's one of those strange things. It's kind of like the cover of Sports Illustrated. Somebody asked me once, don't you get tired of seeing it? Of course I don't get tired of seeing it. That's awesome to think that, I was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. So it's a little bit the same, like, wow, they really took the time to do this documentary, and hopefully people will watch it and people will take some positive away from it. So it was kind of strange. And plus, I hate to sit and listen to myself talk. So just to listen to myself for about 80 minutes, I think it is. And I do a lot of talking during the thing. So, and I do a lot of talking. They flash back to the trash talking for the Deshaun fight and the fight with Lucia Riker. There's a lot of really cool footage in there that I don't know. I didn't know how they got, actually.
You're like, hey, that's me. But
yeah.
Is there anything there that you would say a lot of us haven't heard of yet? Like anything new about you in that documentary?
Oh,
Okay.
There's gonna be some oh shit moments. You know, there'll be like, and that's more on the personal side, but yeah, I think there'll be some oh wow, Christy moments. Yeah. And
Okay.
I hope that through some of that, people will see just the kind of control that Jim had over me.